Okay, so I have both the older Ninja coffee bar here, and I also have the newer style Ninja coffee bar. So I'm going to go over a little bit of the differences. First, right offhand, you can tell complete redesign of the system. So that's the major difference. Reservoir, although it looks bigger, it's fairly the same size. Holds about the same. So as where you can see, this one's round and twists and locks down in. This one is rectangular shaped and just pulls up and off and then pushes right back down. So complete redesign. This one, as you can see, this pulls out like this, and I do like the washable filter, the way it is designed here. It is with this little handle here, it is much easier to carry over to the trash can and just dump, kind of knock it on the side of the trash can or whatever. It's a lot easier to empty. Whereas on the older Ninja coffee bar, you had this handle, and then you had to take it over the trash can and then kind of hold it to the side and kind of shake it out. Whereas the new one, where it has this kind of handle here, you can just tip it over and shake it, and you know, stuff comes out. So just a lot easier to empty once you're done with it. As you can see, it's nice, smooth, sliding tray, whereas this one was kind of, you know, comes out and then you kind of have to shimmy it back in, but still basically the same. Drip stop is backwards, so to brew coffee on the old one you have to have it on the left, and on the new one it has to be on the right. Now this also changes depending on the model. That varies depending on which model you have. So anyway, the old one comes with a manual frother where you put milk in here, microwave it, and you have to froth it yourself. The new one has a flip out mechanical electronic frother. So you just put your cup under there, push the button on the top, and it froths. Works much better, a lot easier, and a lot easier to clean too, because this just pulls down, comes off. You can carry that over and wash it and put it right back, and it stays right there, folds back there. Another difference on the new one, you can see there's a place to store your measuring spoon. It just snaps right onto the side right there, whereas on the older style it was just a separate thing that ends up taking up space on your counter. So on the back of the new model there is a place to store your cord. If you travel with it or want to take it somewhere, you can wrap your cord around there and store it. The last year's model does not have a place to store your cord. So there is that. Now they both come with the quick start guide, the manual, and a recipe book. The old one though comes with 40 recipes, whereas the new one, quick start guide, manual, and recipe book, has 20 irresistible coffee house style recipes. So less recipes, but I'm sure you can find all the recipes anyway on the Ninja website. So another feature that is on the new one, there is a Cafe Forte option, and then there are recipes in the book that correspond to using that feature. That feature is not available on the older model. Still have the classic brew, rich brew, and over ice, and specialty. But over here we have the classic brew, rich brew, over ice, specialty, and Cafe Forte. So they've added an extra feature. Also added two more sizes. Over on the newest model they have 9.5 ounce cup, 11.5 ounce cup, the 14 ounce travel, a multi-serve 18 ounce cup, the half and full carafe. Whereas over on the older style you have the cup which is the 9.5 ounce cup, and you have the 14 ounce travel, and then you have the half craft and full craft, and those are your 4 options. Whereas over here you have 6 options, so you can do more sizes with the new one. One thing I did notice down here is the specialty. They have designated as 4 ounces only on the new model, and on the older model, the specialty brew, the amount changes depending on which setting you have it on, and it does even up to 10 ounces if you choose full carafe and do specialty brew. And I believe that information was in the manual. Yes, right there. So if you choose specialty brew and full carafe, you can get up to 10 ounces of the super concentrated coffee. But on the new Ninja coffee bar, it's 4 ounces regardless of what setting you have it on. So that's something new they've changed. So as you can see, the new one also has a power button, whereas the old one did not. Just stays on. And I guess, it's not a huge deal, but a lot of people were complaining, hey, how do you turn this thing off? This one has a power button, and essentially all it does is light up your display, and then it starts preheating the system so it'll be ready to brew coffee. So if you don't want to use it, then you can turn the power off. So there we go. That's a quick rundown of some of the major differences. So both have the flip down cup rest, just like on the older one. There we go. Both have a lot of stainless look to it. Both look very nice, very classy. So new one came with this super cool giant tumbler. I assume this is like the 18 ounce, what you'd use the multi-serve 18 ounce. It's probably larger than that. It's probably like 24 ounce. But it's huge. And it also came with a lid and a straw. So that is about it. That's about all I can think of as far as the differences. I hope this helps you decide which one you want to go with, because they still currently sell both. And you can probably find the older style a little cheaper than the newer. But if you really want to get into it and get the Ninja, I really recommend the newer model. It's just a lot easier. It has this frother that's electric powered frother on the side. I find myself using that a lot more now when I don't have to deal with doing the manual frother and then having to wash everything afterwards. I just find it a lot more convenient and easier to use and less to clean up after I'm done. So I find myself using the powered frother a lot more than I did the manual one. So I do recommend, if you're going to get one, go with the newer model. And plus you get a couple extra sizes there. You get the 11.5 ounce cup and the 18 ounce multi-serve extra large. Now you're supposed to remove this little sticker, but when you remove the sticker it doesn't have the ounces on there. So that's why I left that on there, because I like to know the different cup sizes and what each size makes. So maybe on the future Ninjas, maybe they'll leave the printing of how many ounces it puts out on, on this display. So Ninja, if you're listening. So there you go. I hope this helps you out, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. More videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. See ya.